Good morning, New York City. Thank you. Last night we made history, and today we begin the work of making a new administration. Welcome to the transition. This is the period over the next few months where we build a city hall that delivers on the promises of our campaign, to make New York City affordable and to make government accountable to the people it serves. As we prepare to govern, we'll start announcing the leaders who will help implement our agenda. People like deputy mayors who oversee entire areas of government, and the commissioners who carry out the critical work of city agencies. These appointments will be driven by excellence, integrity, and hunger to solve old problems with new solutions. Talking to organizers on the front lines of the fight to improve our city, government veterans with proven track records, policy experts from around the country and the world, and working people who know better than anyone what our neighborhoods deserve. And this will be a period, like the campaign we ran and the city hall to come, defined by transparency. Because New Yorkers deserve a government they can trust. On January 1st, I will be your mayor. New Year's Day, and a new era for this city. Oh, and one more thing. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again. This transition requires staff, research, and an infrastructure that can meet this moment. And it will be made possible by the people who built and believe in this movement. So I hope you'll make a donation at transition2025.com. Now let's get to work.
So wait a minute, because I have seen multiple new commercials. I know I got a whole new video separate from this of his female transition team, his DEI transition team. But wait a minute. So don't mess with the Zohran is saying in order for him to make things free for you guys, free buses, freeze rent, all of this stuff, he needs you to send him money. Wait a minute. So everything is not free. Everything is not fiscally responsible. We can't just boom, poof it out of the air and you can't just do what you want to do. He's also going to have to work with city council. He's also going to have to work with city leaders. He's also going to have to negotiate with unions. He's also going to have to deal with these same rich people on a regular basis because those are the constituents if they decide that that they want to leave New York City. This guy is the biggest fraud. Now he gets a $258,000 salary, although he's never ever had a regular job in his life. He's never managed, governed, all of this stuff. So anybody can use, literally, you can go to ChatGPT, you can go to Gemini, you can go to any of these platforms, and you can put together yourself a socialist policy that speaks to the thing that young people can get excited about, and then all of a sudden, poof, the magic dragon, you become mayor of New York. Anything is possible inside of the United States of America, especially for somebody that's never been born here before.
I hope you'll make a donation at transition2025.com. Now let's get to work.
Here's an interesting phenomenon. I just saw Zohran Mamdani, the new mayor of New York, doing sort of like an ad video asking, or I'm going to try to get the quote right. He says, I know I told you you can stop sending money, but you can start sending money again. So he's saying that his administration that he needs to put together and they need to do quote unquote research, which suggests that he doesn't actually have a plan. He never had a plan. So it sounds like he's kind of just going into this, obviously what we all knew without experience, right? And some people will say, oh, Trump didn't have political experience, but Trump had experience with a lot of politicians. He had been mingling with people in DC for a very long time. He has run businesses. The country runs like a business, whereas Zohran has no experience. What's interesting to me about this video is that the constant messaging of socialism, which is just the gateway to communism, by the way, they keep saying democratic socialism, and I feel like this is what they do when they take, where it's just semantics, they take a word and they try to make it mean something else to sound like, because they know if they say socialism, people will jump on it. It's like that video he says socialism and makes fun of it as to insinuate like, yeah, if I say socialism, people are going to say that it's bad and they're going to reference what socialism has been throughout human history. So I'm going to call it democratic socialism, so that I rally the Democratic Party behind me, and it makes it sound like it's something different, but on an economic level, it absolutely is not. And
I was able to parse through some of the data and some of the talking points, and then kind of do a little bit of my own research of who got him elected and who was powering Zohran Mamdani, the foreign-born Ugandan slash now American mayor of New York City, former rapper Mr. Cardamom, which you know us, we always play the track, so we giving him all of his streams on the Millionaire Morning Show. But it turned out to be white liberal women, young white liberal women who were the powerhouse and the foundation that empowered this man to wind up becoming mayor of New York City. And they're trying to put a spin on socialism and try to make it say, well, no, this is democratic socialism. Socialism is socialism. And listen, you think that you can tax your way to success? That has never, ever been the blueprint for what success is supposed to look like here inside of the United States of America. And so the people over in New York, they fucked around and found out. So they gonna really find out now.
And the problem with it is that at the core of socialism is take from the people that have by force and give it to other people. So what brings me back to his video about now he's asking
Cuba, Venezuela.
for money. Well, you said that New Yorkers were struggling financially and that you were coming to help them by taking money from the wealthy to give them free social services. So why now are you asking those same people for money? The same people that don't have money? Also, if you're saying that the rich, they need to be the ones to provide these extra taxes, although he's not in office yet, he comes from a family that's worth millions of dollars. So since you are so charitable and you feel that wealthy people should be so charitable that they should give an extra 2%, why don't you and your family just pay for the services that you need? Why are you taking donations? Something to think about. And lastly, it's interesting because the taxes are constantly rising. Remember, it was 20%, and then the politicians said, well, let's raise the highest earners tax to 30%. That'll solve all the problems. And then it was 40%. And then it was now 50% in New York. And he's saying, well, let's raise it another 2%. Oh, what's 2%? And I would see people in the comments saying, oh, it's just 2%. You wealthy people are so selfish. They don't want to give up another 2%. Do you
It's always easy to ask for somebody else's money. It's always easy to count somebody else's pockets.
understand that's 52%? If 50% of their income hasn't solved your problems, what makes you think that 52%? Is that the magic number? That now that it's going to be 52% tax, it's somehow going to make all of your problems go away?
Or maybe we should go to 54% or 60% or 70%. Shit, make them work for free. Let's go with 100% and see how that plays out.
So not at 50, not at 49, not at 48, not at 51, but 52%?
Could you imagine giving more than half of what you make to Zohran Mamdani? That sounds crazy, bro.
So you have to logically think about what the messaging is. So if I gather, he's also from a wealthy family, okay? Regardless of how they got their money, they're millionaires. What's stopping them from being so charitable that they can't just get behind him and fund the start of his administration?
I'm all in. I'm all in on Mamdani. Honestly, I think that this is going to be a very lucrative live stream over the next 4 years, watching Mamdani completely crash out and destroy New York City. I'm for it. It's going to be very profitable over here, while at the same time looking at people crash and burn over in New York City, and we're going to say, told you so. Let me know what you guys think inside of the comments. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teej Henley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace.